I think like people look at AI as a tool. I look at it as a partner. And I think that's a psychological shift because when you look at something as a tool, you're, I think, in many respects, degrading the significance and that it could have on your business and your life.
Yeah.
So like I use AI literally in every aspect of my life, pretty much all day. I've taught myself how to build custom GPTs.
Good.
I'm coding our own custom enterprise level AI on Google Cloud at the moment myself, because I've just gone into founder creative mode to just figure this stuff out.
Yeah.
But I think AI, like since I've really kind of gone all in on it and integrated into my businesses, it's just what it gives you is a higher level of SME expertise, even if you aren't the expert, combined with more output. So it's like, if I look at the teams right now, I can, like, we've pretty much done an unofficial mandate, because if I made it official, I'd be on a current affair, that if you're not using AI, you're not going to have a place in the business over the next 6 months. Because
I agree.
what's happening right now is I'm seeing it real time with the people in the businesses, that those that are using AI in any part of the business, it could be in mentoring, it could be in customer experience, it could be in sales, it could be in marketing, it could be in content creation. They're the ones that are actually rise to the top as high performers, but they're also getting 2 to 3x the output.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
It's like they're now becoming one man or one woman armies.
Yeah.
And so, rather than kind of being resistant to the technology, they're choosing to use it as an extension of self.
Yeah.
And so it's almost like how you see with mobile phones, right? A mobile phone 10 years ago, it wasn't necessarily considered an extension of self. Would we agree that today a mobile, whether we want to agree with it or not,
part of us.
it's almost an extension of self.
Yeah.
AI is an extension of self in 2026, 2027, 2028. Globally. Right now, it's an extension of self for some that are smart enough, or not smart enough, that's labeling it, can see the writing on the wall.
You know what's funny? I think it was before he passed away, Cohen said that I think there's like 10% of the world use AI. And I was like, what? It feels like so many people are obviously leveraging ChatGPT, as we know, leveraging AI as well in terms of growing their business, being able to become an expert too. But I find that people either use it and just use it and not use it as a tool, as you said. And they lose who they are as a person when it comes to, and I believe, personal branding, storytelling. You do such a fantastic job at it. I still see you jumping on your stories and you're like, I'm here, I'm Dame McDonald. And you have that charisma. You have a personality, Yeah. Where do you find anyone right now, how would you give someone the advice when it comes to using AI but still having that personal brand, having your way of being able to show up online right now? Because I believe AI is definitely something we all need to start using and not having that resistance, whether it's more older generations or whether it's just people are too afraid. But then there's people who are too afraid to do this and show up and build that personal brand.
So I think for people like us that already have like established like self and kind of credibility, and now you're bringing it on as an extension, like the phone analogy, that's fine. I think because for me using it, and I'll actually give you an example. I actually had my partner on AI actually craft our questions for today.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And so I'll actually show you the difference between a standard prompt and then a prompt that I've kind of created.
Like a deep fake with it as well?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
But to change the level of resonance and impact and insight of the questions.
Yeah, beautiful.
Right? And when you see it in
it's how you prompt it too, right?
Yeah, when you see it in real time. And so it's like, I think people you're right, like people can, kind of lose themselves in it and stuff like that. But I think we're still human beings. So it's like you need to spend some time under the bar in your craft, actually doing your craft without AI.
Yes.
You just need to figure out who you are yourself and what problem you're solving, what industry you're in and stuff like that. I've found for me it's been such a powerful amplifier of everything that I'm doing now, because I'm very clear on my vision, I'm very clear on my mission, I'm very clear on what my skill gaps are, but it's taken 17 years in business, 20 plus years in the industry to figure it out,